Hi, my name is Rachel and welcome to my slice of the jungle. Today's video, I thought maybe I would just take you through my plant chores. I have a weekly plant chore that I do, plant chores day that I do, where I dust on my plants, I water the ones that need it, and maybe, repot if we get there. I don't have a whole lot of plants, so usually there isn't a whole lot of repots, but let's dive right in. I start in one spot and then I kind of just slowly move around. So I'm gonna grab my first plant. It's over by my fish tank. I'll be right back. We'll start with Miss Philodendron Brazil. This plant definitely needs to be watered. I have a bowl. There's water in here currently, so hopefully I don't spill it. This bowl I use as like my little catch. And this is in sphagnum moss, so I'm just gonna bottom water this. And while that's watering, like I was talking about, watering, what I like to do is I use this bowl here as a catch, and regardless of if I'm bottom watering or like just dumping water over it, what I like to do is the leftover water in here, I'll put in, I have one of two things I like to use, either my Gorillo's pickle cup or like an old yogurt container, and I save this water and I reuse it on all my plants. Now, if you have a plant with pests, that's probably not the best idea, but I don't have any pests, so this is what we're going with. Well, that's watering. I like to use a makeup brush, Castile soap, or pure Castile soap, a little bit of water. I think this is just water and dechlorinator. I use this for my ping, so it doesn't really need that much water. I'll take a little bit of that. Come on, go back on. So I take like maybe that much water, and then I take some Castile soap. And just follow your heart. It doesn't have to be a ton. It can be a lot if you want, whatever works. And then I take my makeup brush and I just whoosh it around in there. I take this and I just brush it along the fronts and sometimes the backs of the leaves. And what the Castile soap will do, one, it'll make your plants really, really shiny, but it's also a natural pest deterrent or like prevention. And basically, I like to do this like once a week, or if you notice like you're getting like a waxy kind of buildup because the bubbles stay on your leaves, then you could do it once every other week. You don't have to do it all the time. I like to do it more often than not because I live in a small space and my plants are all like right on top of each other. So doing this just helps prevent spread or even just prevent an infestation in general. Another good thing to prevent pests, or at least prevent fungus gnats. I know in my experience it has helped. It won't like kill all of them, but it will help. Water your plants through with neem oil. The smell I think deters fungus gnats. I think it deters other pests as well, but it's mostly known for deterring fungus gnats. But I like doing this once a week too because it gives me a chance to like, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but like check in with my plants, right? See how they're growing, kind of appreciate them, give them a little bit of love on top of like just taking this time for myself to kind of like get something done but also relax, if that makes any sense. Like I find this pretty relaxing. Okay. So she is all soaked up. She's not super fully watered. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my old yogurt container. I don't know if you can see this, in my bowl with water in it, and somehow do this without spilling. You kind of just have to go for it. And then put this bad boy back in the bowl, and I'm just gonna dump this over it. And then we sit here, let it drip. Should be good. And then I like to put a little towel on my dresser and just let that excess water drip onto the towel, and then when I'm done I take the towel and I wash it. This begonia has started exploding. I don't know what's going on, but she's happy. She's pretty moist, she's good. So, same thing, and this just happens over and over and over and over. Oh man, I'm sad that it's Sunday. I feel like this weekend went by so fast. And that's okay, I guess. Okay. Ta-da, all done. My Hoya polyneura is finally growing. Polyneura outer variegated. Finally, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I also will put like my Castile soap and water on newer leaves because it doesn't take very long for it to dry. So I'm not super worried if this new leaf is gonna get like rotty or gross. At first I was a little worried about it, but I haven't had any problems. Oh, I might have stabbed through some roots. Cool. So there's dirt on the stick. I don't know if you can see. So she don't need no water. And this is kind of a bigger plant, so I kind of just slap the Castile soap all over. I think if you miss a leaf or two, it's not gonna be end of the world, but there we go. Miss Hoya macrophylla. This is the slowest growing Hoya I have so far. I don't know why. I mean, like, it's outer variegated like my polyneura, and my polyneura, granted, did take a while to grow. This one has only given me one friggin' leaf. Like, they're lucky they're pretty. As if they were not, I would not deal. This guy usually is pretty thirsty, so clean off my chopstick. Maybe I'll stab it one more time, a different spot. Yeah, she's pretty dry. Water this guy. Oh, I love that sound. I think this leaf is ready to fall off. Although she seems like, oh, dang it. I just snapped one of the leaves. That's okay, it was kind of an ugly one anyway. Oh yeah. My poor Carrie eye's bone dry. Yogurt lid. And the water will be dirty, but whatever. The plants don't care, they just want water. At least I hope they don't care. I've never had a plant like die on me because I did this. Okay. Little Castile. And you could also, now that I'm thinking about it, you could water your plants through with the Castile soap as well. I don't think it will damage anything. So if, let's say, you had Castile soap and no neem oil, and you wanted to like water through, got some sap on me, and you wanted to water your plants through with something that would help with pests, Castile soap is probably a good option. Don't quote me because I don't know 100%, but pretty sure. I mean, the Castile soap on the leaves drips into the soil and I've never had a problem, but you know. Okay. Crassiopetalata, this plant, oh my gosh, I love this thing. She's just filling out like nobody's business. Crazy. Under the light. So pretty. Let's see if she needs any water. Yeah, I would say so. Usually if this, like, the chopstick pushes straight down into the soil, they're ready. My concoction. Equion water conditioner, or dechlorinator, whatever you want to call it. I don't measure, I just do like a boop. That might be too much, but yeah, it'll be fine. Derived plant food, or house plant food. And I think it's a capful per gallon. If you do a little less, a little more, it's not gonna kill it. Kill anybody, I mean. Ooh. Okay. This stuff, my mycorrhizae with beneficial bacteria. This is the one that I use. Bought this from a local plant store that unfortunately is closed now. So sad. The owners were so sweet. I think you're supposed to do like a certain amount per gallon. I just dunk a bunch in there. Last but not least, more neem oil. And since this is a full container, I'm gonna just do a bunch of sprays of this. There we go. I'm gonna try my best. I kind of overfilled this a little bit, so I'm just gonna tip it over into here. There we go. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And I put this on my dresser. Let's water this bad boy. You know what I could do? We're gonna switch to a new angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, you couldn't see anything. Jeez. Oh, PG, so cute. Okay, new angle. So you can actually see what I'm doing. So I've been thinking about my favorite genus of plant, and I think it's pretty evident. But obviously I absolutely love Hoya, almost every single Hoya. There's a few that I'm like, I could go without it. Like the I bought a Hoya, what was it? Hoya, I think it was a Hoya Croniana Silver, and it just didn't do anything. Like it put out maybe one leaf and then died. But I love Hoya. Their blooms are beautiful. Granted, I've never had one. Hoping I get one this spring. But yeah, my favorite genus has to be Hoya. I think they're just so beautiful. I'm curious, what is your favorite genus? So philodendron, Hoya, Scindapsus, pothos, or not pothos, epipremnum. What do you enjoy the most? Like, what tickles your fancy? I don't know. Like, what is she doing? My pubic is going crazy. Look at all the nodes. Like, wow. She's like trying to grow up onto the bottom of my plant shelf. Friggin' ridiculous. This sweater is bugging me. I'm gonna change to a different one. I've changed. I feel better now. Okay, take this guy out of her cover pot. I swear this plant is always thirsty. And the roots. Oh, I guess my hand's in the way, huh? The roots. Okay, let's give her a water. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I figure this video will be kind of nice, kind of a change of pace from my other ones where I'm just like showing you what I'm doing, or I guess I'm showing you what I'm doing, but like showing you plants or like, I don't know, I just feel like this would be kind of nice, just like chilling, hanging out. So those are some of my favorite videos, just watching people do stuff. And you know, maybe this will help somebody do their plant chores that they've been putting off, or their pest treatments, or whatever. I give this one a thorough watering. So she's always so friggin' thirsty. Oh, the dribbles. They're so good. I saw Instagram of one of those like jellyfish humidifier things that has the rain function on it. I want it so bad. I think I would fall asleep so quick. I mean, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so we get a lot of rain anyway, but when summer comes around, it's not the same. Like, I love summer, don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love to soak up the sun and like go do things you can't really do when it's gross out? But there is nothing like a rainy day, just chilling at home, like playing video games or reading or doing plant chores. And then you get to just lay down and listen to the like pitter patter on your roof or your window or whatever. There's just nothing like it. Oh, that was maybe a little too much, but that's okay. What happened to... Oh my gosh. I put this in the wrong one. It's okay. My Hoya anemone is starting to trail. I'm so excited. I don't know the real name of this. I don't think it's actually Hoya anemone, but she's cute. I don't know, she kind of reminds me of like a mini version of the Sarawak, which I want so bad. Those like big friggin' cheeseburger sized leaves. Gorgeous. I'm gonna say that this Hoya needs water. That soil looks dry as hell. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Listen to some music or something. I think I'm gonna listen. There's it's kind of like a podcast on YouTube. Her tag is like Rotten Mango or something like that. Rotten Mangoes. Let me look. Rotten Mango. Hopefully you can see it. But she covers, oh my gosh, covers true crime, and I really enjoy it. I'm listening to her talk about Ruby Frankie. And what I like is like I've seen a lot of the YouTube videos that are about Ruby Frankie, and they're kind of just like, she did this, this, and this. And you're like, okay. But she's going into detail with like her YouTube comments and stuff like that. It's cool. I really like it. There we go. Good enough. You know, there's gonna be a few drops I'm not gonna be able to get. My other little baby Pupacalyx. So cute. This one is always thirsty as well. Like mother, like daughter. Although this isn't actually a baby plant off the mom, it just, you know. This one actually seems more splashy. It might be a super splash or something. Come on. The substrate that this is in is so annoying. It like doesn't drain right away. There we go. What's weird is like it doesn't drain right away, but once it starts draining, it's like way quicker, which is weird. And same with this one. I don't let it like drip all the way. This one is also very thirsty. Yeah, I got this one from Peace, Love, and Happiness Club. And this one actually had mealies on it, which is by no means Peace, Love, and Happiness Club's fault. They're plants, they're gonna have bugs. But I put it in like a Ziploc bag and I went zip, closed it, and would just like every once in a while go after I treated it with hydrogen peroxide water, which is like a couple drops of hydrogen peroxide and just a bunch of water. And then I would put it in a Ziploc bag and make sure I didn't see any more mealies. And I haven't seen any more since. So it worked. Hoya Wilbur Graves. She's pushing out new little baby leaves. I don't know if you can see them, but oh my god. I can't tell if this needs water or not. Nah, you're good. Oh, this plant. Gorgeous. It actually roots really well in water too. Man, so on Friday I was gonna go buy a Hoya linearis off of Facebook Marketplace because I want one so bad. I think they're so pretty. But I was gonna buy some cuttings, and the lady sent me her address and I put it in. She was an hour away. I was so bummed. I was so bummed. I felt so bad being like, hey, I can't do that right now. Like, so hopefully once it gets warmer, she's gonna mail them to me and I'll get some Hoya linearis onto my trailing Hoyas. She's doing so good in her new pot. I just noticed. Oh, I don't know if you can see. She's got a new growth point. Oh my god. Ah, cute. Oh my gosh, this plant, so cute. Let's start with Crimson Queen. Crimson Princess. Cool. And she's got this nice like, so I noticed with her like reverted vines, the new growth comes in like purpley. It's friggin' gorgeous. Miss Hoya Bella. How's she doing on water? Oh, she's totally fine. This is my Scindapsus trubii. It has done absolutely nothing for me. I don't know why. I've chopped it, I've tried to propagate it, it will not propagate. Like, it's given me this little teeny tiny leaf, but it's been furrowed forever. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what to do. So if you have any advice on Scindapsus trubii, give me some, please. I wonder if maybe she just needs like a very specific water or fertilizer. I don't friggin' know. And this plant, I swear to you, like, without watering it with neem oil, fungus gnats friggin' love this plant. And I have it in Molly, so very aerated soil. But I swear, the fungus gnats love this friggin' plant. When I went to repot this, there was no soil, pretty much. It was like all roots. I was flabbergasted. That was the first plant I've ever bought that was like that. Because every other plant, you know, usually you get them and it's like, they're pretty well established in their soil. This one was eating the soil pretty much. Like, there was nothing in there but roots. Is that a root? Oh. I'll take a video on my phone. Oh. That's a root. That is crazy. Well, let's cover that. What? My Florida beauty. Look at that new leaf. It's huge. She's doing so good. I'm so proud of this plant. Like, I thought I killed her. I really did. I thought I killed her, but she is coming back very strong and I'm so happy. The one thing that sucks about letting moss dry is that it just beads off of the moss, so you kind of have to wait for it to soak up a little bit of water and then you can continue watering it. And I just have like an old Arizona tea bottle that I poked a hole in the lid and then like a hole on the side. Maybe it's okay to tip this over now. And this one I kind of have to hold up while I do it. The newest leaf that came out is pretty nice. And then I have my Cebu Blue that's not on a pole, that's in pond. This actually could use some water. And I try to use different water, like the quote-unquote distilled water, because pond has fertilizer in it. I think it's for like 6 months it's supposed to last. So I try to use the just plain dechlorinated water so that way I'm not over fertilizing. I think if you do use a little bit of fertilizer in it, it's not gonna kill anything, but I wouldn't do it all the time. And then once you've had it in pond for longer than 6 months, you do want to fertilize it. Since it's just rocks, it doesn't really have a natural way of fertilizing. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. This is what's left of my philodendron lichens. One little growth point. So disappointed. I was so excited to get that plant too, and then after I filmed my plant tour video, it just started throwing all of its leaves. It's like, I actually want to die. But I'm not giving up. Keep this one alive. Hopefully. Wish me luck. Work with me. This Hoya is finally growing. I still don't know what it is. So if you know, let me know. I think this could use some. I need to flush this pond. It's got mold on it. I know that the mold isn't like terrible for it. It's not gonna kill anything, but it is ugly. This plant also, oh, it's not. This plant also had mealies when I cut it off of my grandma's plant. I just used dish soap and the sink. My glorious, I'm pretty sure, is making a little bit of a comeback. I'm excited. I feel like the middle shelf of my Vitstro is kind of like my rehab plants. Either they have something going on or they're propagations. That's what it is. Look at my begonia Amelia. I'm gonna shove this in everybody's face until it's annoying. I even posted on my Instagram, which, by the way, is the same as this, this name, My Slice of the Jungle. Oh, and here's my other perlite propagation, my macrophylla. Some of the plants don't take that long to clean. My little booby pothos. So cute. So there was a video, it was supposed to be my plant tour video, and I filmed this, and I remember I was like, you can't see that, I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, but they're literally ceramic boobs. I don't know how that can be offensive. That's hilarious, and I love it. But my Pothos and Joy is actually doing so good. I'm so proud of her. She seems pretty happy now, which I am happy about. Ooh, it's pretty dry. Okay. What's really nice about this pot is you can kind of see where the moisture is at. Like you can see the coloration in the ceramic or the terracotta. So I try and water this when this is like that, like a little strip. Usually when it's fully wet, it'll be like up here. Ooh, you know what I'm actually gonna do? Let's do this. And we'll let it drain over this. And hopefully it doesn't fall. Oh, well. So I made a mess. The only thing I don't love about this planter is that there's only one drainage hole at the bottom. Skin depths of Silvery Ann. I chopped this plant and gave some to my friend Stephanie. I hope it's going well. She like just started getting into plants. Like she's into them, but she doesn't like know anything, you know? So she came over and was like, wow, what? This is cool. This will probably be a bit of a longer video, but that's okay. I figure it's nice to just like stop scrolling on your phone and just watch a long video of somebody talking to themselves and cleaning plants. Oh, these plants are thirsty. I usually do this on like a Saturday or a Friday, but it is Sunday today, so they're a couple days off. They're both actually Ace of Spades and or King of Spades. And my Benefice Magnificum Benefice, however you say it. They're both really new little baby leaves. I'm so happy. They're actually growing way faster than I thought they would. I don't know why, like, in my head, I always thought they'd be like slow growers, but I mean, my luxurians is pretty slow, but these ones are quick. Oh my gosh, this new leaf. Oh, it's gorgeous. And it's actually hardening off like a darker green. Oh my god. But these ones are turning yellow. Well, actually, oh, I'm gonna lose my marbles. Look. Ah, the baby leaf. And there's one up here too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This plant. Oh, I'm so happy. I was so concerned because this one's turning yellow, but I think she's just having babies. And these ones are like little baby leaves. Oh my gosh. Yay. I can't look. I have to show you again. If you can see, look and look. Yay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Like, I stare at these plants every day when I get home, and I did not notice that. So it must have pushed out this leaf yesterday. Or not this one, but the baby leaf. That's crazy. And I just had no clue. Wow. I got so excited, I'm tired now. Oh my god. So I have my other silver sword on a pole here. Okay. Oh, this has got a new little baby leaf coming out. Cute! Oh my god, it looks like... Oh no. I thought maybe there was two. There's not. Get this started. Jeez. I'll let that soak up a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna take a break. Okay, I'm back. So this guy, I have some pond at the bottom of this cover pot, and then this is just in regular soil. I kind of hoped it would be like self-watering. I don't know if it's really doing anything, but you know, I just like to water this through, have it go on the pond, and kind of make a reservoir. Also, I realized I had this freaking chip clip on here on my dresser that I have you sitting on, and you could see it the whole time, so that's gone now. Hopefully that wasn't bugging you too much. Yeah, this plant does not look super happy, but we're going into spring, so hopefully she perks up a little bit. Calathea rattlesnake. Ooh, it's got some sludge in the self-watering part, but it's fine, whatever. I don't know if I ever showed anybody. It might be in the thumbnail of my last video, but I put my painted lady philodendron. What in the... Okay, I put my painted lady philodendron on a pole. She seems pretty happy. There's like this weird little nubby root right there. Here. I'm gonna hold it. Oh. Okay. These poles got super dry. These are on my shelf and they don't like fit super well, so I have them like shoved back kind of behind them a little bit. Or behind the shelf anyway. My one nut on a pole. This one is insane. Like, look at this beast. Just gorgeous. And she's starting to trail a little bit. Ooh, she's pushing on a nice big leaf. Like, so pretty. This one is always thirsty as well, just to be safe. Oh. Oh no, she's fine. She's moist. And this one's, it's hard to get all the leaves, so I just try my best. I leave the brush a little moister or wetter than what I would. Oh. And just kind of flail it around a little. Marble Queen. This plant. I just can't get over it. Like, oh my gosh. Friggin' gorgeous. And it's growing like a friggin' weed. This one feels super light. Yeah. Oh boy. And as you can tell, I love old yogurt containers. Especially for plant pots. I feel like they're like the perfect upgrade pot. You know, like from something like this to something like this, I feel like it's perfect. This plant, like, you couldn't ask for an easier plant, I feel like. Well, actually, that's a lie, because my cousin Kirsty was telling me that her Marble Queen is trying to die. So I don't know what that is. I told her, I was like, this one must just have survivor genes. I don't know. Is this plant, because I've had one, this is like my... Well, you know, I fully take it back, because now that I'm thinking about it, this is like my third try with a Marble Queen. And this is the only one that has been this easy for me. So she really does have survivor genes. Syngonium Batik. She looks pretty dry as well. Yeah. Give her some water. I'm gonna water this one through a couple of times, so I'm just gonna let it drain for a minute. Now, if you want a super duper easy plant that will pretty much put up with just about anything, this is the one. This is the one. She's been in every single situation. Like, got her when I knew jack shit about plants. Just a little bit, since I'm kind of running out of water here. That's okay. Put this bad boy back. She's starting to get real big. Gorgeous. It's Monstera Deliciosa. Oh my gosh. You're barely gonna be able to see her, but I'm setting her down. I'm not holding her while I clean her. Whoa. Oh my gosh. She's putting out some big, big chunky leaves. Chunky roots. Oh my gosh. Whoa, dude. Okay. So she's happy, I would say. And she got her first finished hooded leaf. I'm so happy about that. Okay. Put her back in her home. You are a thirsty girl. I swear I just watered this plant. Or like just put water in the reservoir. Okay. Watering this plant is like holding a baby. Or feeding a baby. Ooh, I make a mess every time. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can tell that she ran out of water because she's starting to yellow on the edges of her leaves. The variegated syngonium is growing like a friggin' weed, and I noticed the other day, I was just looking at this plant, this one also is growing roots out of the bottom. Okay. Haven't had this plant very long. Pretty sure this one's dry. Yeah, that's friggin' dry. Okay, let's water this one. What time? The whole space. I need to stake this plant. I don't know what to stake it with. I could just prune it and then propagate the little pieces. Well, let's do it. Why not? She could use it. Ta-da! Plus it's good for the regrowth too. I just realized both the pieces I'm cutting have new leaves coming out, so they're gonna have a harder time propagating, but oh well. Ta-da! Cut number 2. I'm gonna let these callus probably overnight. If not, give it a couple more days. Probably just overnight, but oh my gosh. I would love, instead of a bouquet of flowers, if somebody just gave me a bouquet of Syngonium elbow. I think I might be getting a little cold. My throat's starting to hurt. Poo. The variegation. I don't know if you can see that. And melanochrysums that aren't in the prop box. Clean these guys off. I watered these ones the other day, so I know they don't need water. This one is so friggin' wonky. My bigger philodendron silver sword. Let's see if I can kind of... I don't advise this, but sometimes I can't help myself. Oh my gosh. Friggin' huge, dude. Monstera adansonii. Oh, she dried. If you don't have plants and you want to get into plants and you're watching this video and somehow you've made it this far, you by no means have to do this every week. You don't need to check the water and do the soap and everything every single week, though you might need to check your water a little more often depending on what plant you get. This is just what I do, because I find if I don't, I just fall so far behind. I am not the type of person to do, like, I hate doing one thing at a time. I would rather get everything that I need and do it all at once. Is that slower? Sure. Yeah. And does it take a little bit longer? Probably. But for my brain, this is what works. If I do it all at one time, I just feel like I feel more inclined to want to do it again, because if I'm doing it throughout the week, I'm like, I've been doing this forever. Jungle buggy, just absolutely massive, friggin' insane. How's she doing on water, actually? Maybe I filled this up the other day. And like, I like to check my water more often. Like, I mostly just mean, like, you don't need to clean them every week. Checking your water is good. Cleaning them, whatever. You could even just, like, sometimes I don't do Castile soap and I just use the makeup brush and give them a good dust, and that's totally fine. You think in the wild somebody's going out and brushing every single leaf? No, that's what the wind is for. And if not the wind, the rain, and if not the rain, she's just dirty and pushes out a new leaf and gets chlorophyll that way. And I'm freaking bummed about this one. My Sansevieria whale fin, I had to cut a big old chunk out of her because she had this weird, like, everything else seems fine, but she had this weird, like, soggy spot. Like, you know when you get a watermelon? Excuse me. You know when you get a watermelon and it kind of starts to turn bad on you and the outside kind of feels squishy? That's kind of what it was, so I just cut it off so that it wouldn't spread. It seems to be okay, but like everything else seems fine. It wasn't anywhere else except for that one spot, so maybe I felt like water on it or something and it just sat. But yeah, I don't know. I should have taken a picture so I could post it and see what y'all think. I think I did that yesterday or the day before. I don't think this guy's been on the channel yet. This is also a Monstera Adansonii that is on a pole. There's a reason she hasn't been on the channel. She is ugly. And, you know, that's fine. Ugly plants are okay. Not every plant has to be pretty. I still love her. That's why she's still around. One of the biggest reasons I haven't gotten rid of her yet is because she has this growth point here. So I'm hoping she decides to push out a nice new leaf, but it's not looking super promising, but we'll see. We'll see. Burl marks. Oh, you can't really see because of the light. She's pushing out a new baby leaf there. Oh, I knocked off a leaf. That's okay. Mangelopothos on a pole. Wow, there's so many crazy roots in here. Oh my goodness. Wow. The beauty of plants is my beautiful Monstera Adansonii on a pole. This is the one that we love. We love her. We care for her. She's growing really well. Like, look at how big that leaf is. Oh my gosh. Okay, she's nice and clean. that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know it wasn't like super educational or like, here's my plants. It was just kind of me cleaning plants and watering plants, but I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to follow my Instagram, it's the same name as this, so My Slice of the Jungle. Thank you for watching. Bye!